Hey, I hope you're doing well. We are living very dangerous and hard times, and looks like that the time goes by faster than ever. So I think it's important to take a break, to take a breath, and to meditate in our path, our decisions, because we don't know how much time do we have left. So today I want to invite you to read with me in the book of Haggai, chapter 1. I'm going to read the first chapter, and I'm going to comment it. So my idea is to analyze it with you and to compare it with our daily life, because sometimes these stories that passed very long ago, it's repeating again and again. So the title of this chapter says, "A Call to Build the House of the Lord." In the second year of King Darius, on the first day of the sixth month, the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai to Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, son of Jozadak, the high priest. This is what the Lord Almighty says. These people say, the time has not yet come to rebuild the Lord's house. Then the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai. Is it a time for yourselves to be living in your paneled houses while this house remains a ruin? So here, this story happened after the first temple in Jerusalem, Israel. It was built and destroyed. So they didn't have a temple in this time, but it was prophesied, and the people knew that in some point of the story, of the history, they were going to rebuild it and to go there to sacrifice again to the Lord according to what Moses explained to the people. So they didn't rebuild the temple, but they were preparing places to them, houses, comfortable houses, places to them continue with their lives, with their dreams, their objectives in life, living apart to God, to their purpose and to His will. That was have a relationship, a close relationship with each people, with each person of the people, each man, each woman, each each everyone. So in the verse 5 it says, "Now this is what the Lord Almighty says: Give careful thought to your ways. You have planted much, but harvested little. You eat, but never have enough. You drink, but never have your fill. You put on clothes, but are not warm. You earn wages, only to put them in a purse with holes in it." So in this verse is because I chose the title for this message, "When Enough is Not Enough." The human race, probably you, probably me, more than once we decide to continue our path, our dreams, our goals, no matter what God is saying in the scriptures in the Bible or directly to us. Maybe we received a prophecy saying that God is waiting for us to do something, and we are going in a different direction, like Jonas, for example. So here, the Lord is saying that many times we want to receive a lot of things and we work to get it, but we want more and more and more. In general, is related to money or power. So we see that we are the planet is experiencing a war that is very sad between, more than a war, is an invasion to from Russia to Ukraine. And try to imagine if you are living in a quiet place, you have a good um, economic um life, you have in general all the comfort zone that you need, so you have a good quality of life, and suddenly your country is invaded by another country trying to get over all the control of the country, and you have to leave your house, your things, your comfort zone, and to try to get enter in another country as a refugees. So it's not easy to do that. If you are used to live in a place and you like to live there, and you have a good job, and you have uh, good services like internet, for example, and suddenly you lose all of that, and maybe you only can carry one bag with some clothes, not your favorite clothes or all your shoes or everything you have, but you have to choose some specific things to quit to your life and to try to start a new one, knowing that it's to continue living, because if you stay in the same place, maybe you are going to die. So I don't know what is in Putin's mind, in the Russian's president. Why is he invading Ukraine? Probably it's because of power, to have more power, to have more resources. No matter that innocent people are going to die, but when the man has an objective, sometimes we don't mind if we are going to affect or hurt other people, because we want to do it. So it's a complicated situation, and I'm not president of any country. Probably you are not a president too either, and we are not going to enter in another country trying to get the control, but we are taking choices. We are taking a path that sometimes we hurt people in the way. So in that case, it's important to stop and to analyze our choices, because sometimes we want to get a better job and to get more money, but what if we are going to get it, but we are going to break the law, for example, or to abuse of other people that maybe are under your supervision? So we are not in the same level of Putin, but we are in the same position that we can hurt people in the way to get our objectives. And the worst thing is that we are building a bigger house to ourselves and not considering God in our decisions. So Paul, he said that God is not going to live again in a temple built by men, but he is going to live in our hearts, and that our hearts are temple of God. So our heart is a temple for God or not. We don't have more choices. Is God in our heart and he is our God, our priority, or he is not? So these people, their priority was getting bigger and more comfortable houses, but they forget God, and they forgot that everything they had in the place where they're living in is because God gave gave them that place and their resources. And I say in my case that everything I have and everything I am is because of God. My job is because of God, my salary and the place where I live and everything is because of Him. It's not because of my strength or my wisdom or my abilities. Because better people than me, they don't have a job. So it's not because I am special, it's because His mercy and His love is huge and He is taking care of me. And I hope that He is taking care of you also. But when we decide to take care ourselves of ourselves and we don't allow God to take care of us, we are going in a dangerous way, in a dangerous path that we don't know if maybe we are going to experience death during the trip. So it's important today to start to build the temple of God here in our heart, in our lives. So he's saying, give careful thought to your ways. He's not exaggerating, but he is a father of love. So he wants to bless us. But if I'm not taking the right path, how can I receive his blessing? That blessing would be um, something bad, evil to me, if I'm getting apart of God, if I'm getting far from Him and He gives me a blessing, that will be uh, something that is going to let me more far from Him. Because of my house, which remains a ruin, while each of you is busy with your own house. Therefore, because of you, the heavens have withheld their dew, and the earth its crops. I called for a drought on the fields and the mountains, on the grain, the new wine, the olive oil, and everything else the ground produces, on people and livestock, and all the labor of your hands. So that is a bad news, right? When God is closing the doors, when we are not receiving what we need, but there is a big reason, and it's because He loves us and He wants to have our attention. Then Zerubbabel son of Shealtiel, Joshua son of Jozadak, the high priest, and the whole remnant of the people obeyed the voice of the Lord their God and the message of the prophet Haggai, because the Lord their God had sent him. And the people feared the Lord. Then Haggai, the Lord's messenger, gave this message of the Lord to the people. I am with you, declares the Lord. That's amazing. That's so good to know that He is with us and He is giving us a new opportunity. Even that we are evil, that we sin, we disobey, many times He gives us today a new opportunity. So it's not an opportunity to continue being disobeying God, but to obey Him and to love Him and to respect what He is expecting from us. So the Lord stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, son of Jozadak, the high priest. So here God is taking their hearts of these two people. And sometimes we say that only the authorities, they are responsible, and that's it. But no, He is also calling the attention of the people. In the spirit of the whole remnant of the people, they came and began to work on the house of the Lord Almighty their God on the 24th day of the 6th month. So it's not only about the authorities or the leaders of this church, but you and me, we also have a very important role to rebuild the temple of God. Thank you for watching. I want to ask you for your prayers to continue sharing these reflections, these messages, and I send you a big hug and God bless you.